hats. I love them. I might have a slight hat obsession. I've collected more than I probably need, but there's one hat I've always wished was just a little different. It's easily the best fitting bucket hat that I own, but I've actually never worn it. The fit is perfect, but the print just isn't my thing. So today, I'm taking it apart, figuring out exactly how it was made and seeing if I can recreate it from scratch. Alright then, so today's project started with me very confidently pressing record on my DJI mic, and as it turns out, it wasn't actually recording, even though it looked like it was. So this has accidentally become a director's commentary of me trying to reverse engineer my favourite bucket hat. Okay, just sitting down, ready to start taking the hat apart, hurt my finger. So I'm starting to unpick everything. I found it quite interesting actually, how many extra seams there was that I didn't really think would have gone into it. I just ripped it. It wasn't that bad really though, it was just a tiny little bit, and it doesn't matter because I'm just using these as pattern pieces anyway. Since this hat isn't lined, it actually has binding around the raw edges, and it was an absolute pain to get off, but I got it off in the end. The hat is finally disassembled. As you can see, there's not many parts really to it. So we have the brims, there's 4 pieces of those all together because there's the top and the underneath. Then there's the top of the hat, the band that goes around the head, and then there's also this as well. So this was inside the hat, and I've seen this loads of times in many bucket hats that aren't lined. I'm not going to need this because I'm going to line this hat. However, if you wanted to make one yourself and you didn't want to line it, then go ahead and make one of these. It's just from a strip of fabric, and then obviously remembering to put some binding around your seams on the inside. Here's a breakdown of what you will need in what pattern pieces. So for the top, you're going to need 1 in the shell fabric, 1 in the lining. For the band, you're going to need 1 in the shell fabric and 1 in the lining also. And for the brim, you're going to need 4 for the shell and then also another 4 pieces in interfacing as well. Thread is everywhere, everywhere I look around. Here I'm actually admitting that I haven't even decided on what fabric I'm going to make this hat out of yet. And then I kind of just stare at all my fabrics for some time, not really knowing what to pick, being a bit indecisive. I actually wanted to make one out of denim in the end, but then thought maybe I shouldn't because I did the bag last week in denim. I can't just make everything in denim, even though a bucket hat is perfect for being made out of denim. So I decided to go ahead with this instead. So it's actually, I think it's a wool blend, and it was originally from my nana's stash. So that's really nice to use up some of the fabric that used to belong to her. Although it is a little bit flimsy, I do think it might make a really great hat because I just absolutely love the texture of it. I think it just gives it quite a lot of character rather than just using like a denim or any other kind of plain cotton. After a quick snacky snack, it was time to get cutting the pieces out. As some of you will already know, cutting fabric is not my favourite part. However, for this project, there's not really much to cut out, so luckily it didn't take very long, so I didn't get bored too easily. You can see on this clip here where I'm marking out the pattern piece for the band, you can see that I've actually reduced it by 1 centimetre. It just felt like it needed that tiny little bit shaving off just to make it an even better fit. I'm cutting the band out on the fold so that both sides are symmetrical from the centre point, and then I made some notches to mark that centre point and accidentally did them a little bit too big. Whoopsie! I marked out the quarter points from the top piece just to give myself some reference points later on. That'll make attaching the side band a little less painful. Then I was a silly sausage when marking out the brim piece because I didn't put it up high enough, and then as I started drawing it I realised I was then going way into the selvage. So yeah, I had to redo that. Spent an eternity trying to figure out which was the right and wrong side of the fabric. Then finally it was time to start sewing, and as some of you may already know, the sewing is my favourite part of the construction process. Ooh-wee, ooh-wee. Okay, so I'm sewing the band onto the top of the hat here now. This was actually a little bit tricky because it's got quite a loose weave on this fabric. It did kind of just want to stretch and just kind of go a bit bleh. But I got there in the end. Bit of pressing on the ham. No, not that kind of ham. Whilst exhibiting some terrible posture, I am now top stitching around the top of the hat. Please stop. Okay, so at this point I've sewn 2 pieces of the outer shell of the brim together, and now I'm going to attach that to the outer shell fabric of the hat. Not forgetting some top stitching as well. Right, I was actually getting a little bit annoyed at this point because the brim was just being really awkward, and it was just purely down to my handling of the fabric really whilst I was sewing, so it was my own silly fault, but I unpicked it, did it again, and it was fine. DJI has failed me yet again. I ended up actually dropping my phone on the last vlog that I did, whoopsie, and broke it's like the little bit that goes on the receiver, like the transmitter, and goes into the phone. Yeah, so that's damaged. It doesn't look damaged, however, I've figured out that it is that part that is not working. So I've ended up borrowing Tom's, and even though they are connected, they are all lit up, and then they have been working fine, it seems to be after just a certain amount of time, perhaps maybe like 30 minutes or something, they just decide to stop communicating, the microphone and the transmitter. I do not understand why. So I have done loads of clips that would have already been and gone by now, so they will have voiceovers on, because it is just not picking up on any sound. I don't understand why. I actually think this might have to be, but I mean, mine never does that though. So I was gonna buy a replacement. It's this bit. It's this little bit here that's damaged on mine. If anybody can recommend another microphone brand, please do let me know, because it just does not seem to be working out with DJI. I'm gonna take this off now because I feel like I can't be taken seriously with that. Okay folks, I'm afraid we're just going to have to make do without a microphone because it's just not working. I could put that little, the little nib onto my transmitter, receiver, whatever you want to call it. That does work fine. However, I still have issues with the sound quality, as you know, so we're just going to have to do it raw. Good old raw audio. So yeah, apologies guys. So I'm just going to top stitch now where I've sewn the brim. So the band is really starting to come along nicely. Visually, the texture of this fabric I find really appealing. Fab, that's done. Now we just need to do the same with the lining. I'm tired. It's been quite humid in here. I feel like my face is shiny. I feel gross. And I'm really tired. Hey. Now watch me do all this sewing for absolutely no reason, because I'm actually sewing something completely wrong right now. I have just remembered why I had so much trouble sewing the top of the lining to the band, because I didn't clip around the band for ease. That is why I had such a hard time. So don't forget to do that. If you're going to do this, don't forget to clip around the band for ease, just like I did on the shell. I didn't do it on the lining, so don't you forget, because I spent a lot of time trying to make that fit. This looks all nice until you go. What is that? Like what is that? What is that? What? Sewn this on the wrong way round. This is why you're on my seam ripper. Oh, sorry guys. This is not working. Nothing's going right today. This is why you shouldn't sew tired. I am feeling rather drowsy today. I don't know why. Brain fog is sucking all the fun out of it. This is why it's just not worth sewing tired. I'm so close to the end though, there will be no point in not finishing this. I will have this finished today. Because it's actually not really a very time consuming thing to make. It's definitely a project you could do in like a morning or an afternoon. Now it's time to grade the seam allowance. I'm doing it on the rim fabric, not the band fabric. This just reduces bulk and just gives you a much better fit, and overall just looks so much better. And now it should look something like this. Hey. Now we put this in there like so. And now I'm just sewing the inner and the outer brims together, but remembering to leave a little gap of a couple of inches so we can turn it through. Okay, the hat now looks something like this. There's the lining, that's the outer shell, and then you leave a gap here so you can now pull it out. Okay, I'm going to press this seam allowance in now so we can get this nice and crisp. Right, it's nearly finished now. We just need to do the stitching along the brim there, and then it's finished. So I'm going to get that done and then I'll come back to you. I definitely have found a new favourite thing to make. I think I'm going to be making quite a lot of these. Definitely need to make a denim one, 100% need to make a denim one. So I'm going to probably repurpose some old jeans again, I think, because I've got plenty of those. You don't use a lot of fabric at all. You can make it from scraps. Again, this is another great scrap buster, just like the bags that I made last week. I mean, I know this wasn't a tutorial as such, so let me know if you do want a bit more of a tutorial kind of video, then let me know down in the comments and I'll make a quick video that is just purely a tutorial on how to make them. Come with me to run some errands in my new hat.